it's a damn steep hill here. I've got to cart everything up this hill. It's not easy. Hello everyone, and welcome to my Detector Detective. I think this is number 8, and today we're going to go up through some woods here to a few fields above the woods. Now in the fields and pastures here, it seems there's been some Bronze Age activity in the past, so I'm hoping to pick up on that. Well, here we are on the first field, sloping upwards away from the woods. And there's a few other fields here. One is a pasture field, which is possibly the area where the Bronze Age stuff was found many years ago. But these particular fields here, I believe they were in maize, so the farmer tells me, until a short while ago. Well, look, the first find of the day. I think everybody finds these, which I use to give to cattle, I believe. There's some kind of medication, but anyway, it proves that this field was obviously once used for beasts or livestock of some kind, but now it's gone over to sweet corn. Anyway, it's the first find. Not very exciting so far. I haven't hardly had a signal on this field, so I don't hold up much hope, but I'm going to go further around to another field. So here we go. Here's another old maize field, which we're going to go along the edge here, see if we find anything. There's no good down on the pasture. All I found was bits of old rotten iron. So here we go again. Next signal is this. It's just a stone. It looks like a stone, but I think it's slightly greeny colour, so it's probably a piece of copper, sort of that's been mined out of the ground. So just a piece of copper, never been refined or made into anything, just a piece of copper as it naturally comes from the ground. What a shame. Not what I call exciting. There's probably lots of that in this field, but I shall proceed. You can see this is an old bit of maize that's been left in the field, completely rotten away. They're taking the real good stuff out, and maize, as anybody knows, is what we call sweet corn. So that's what was growing in this particular field. Loads and loads of sweet corn. It goes on your breakfast or wherever you want to put it. Okay, sweet corn. Well, I'm right in the corner of this field now, and I'm going to proceed up to the gate up there and get into the pasture next door, where I hope I might do better. I've been doing this field, well, I've been searching this field for at least 2 hours now, with very little to show for it, just bits of scrap, but I'm going to go on and see what I can find in the next field, which is through this hedgerow here, and you can see the pasture in there, and that's where I'm going. Well, I've stopped to take a break and just do a bit of advertising. I'm going to drink this beautiful Friggy chocolate. It's absolutely lovely and chocolatey, so that will keep me going for a little while. So Friggy advertising, Friggy, go and buy some. Oops, put the top on. Chocolate. Well, here's the gate, which I've got to get over and into the pasture field. So I've got to grab all my stuff and climb over the gate, because I believe it's all locked up, so the only way in is over the top. Right, well, I'm on the location where it's believed they ploughed up some Bronze Age artefacts way back when this field was ploughed. But all I've found so far seems to be bits of copper, you know, copper ore, not copper itself, but bits of copper ore. So this area was a mining area, but not in this particular part. But anyway, I'm finding small bits of copper ore, which are a bit of a nuisance. Well, here at last is a chunk of iron. Just dug that out of this field, and it looks fairly modern, probably a piece of modern agricultural tractor gear. So not particularly good, but it's an iron thing, and I'm glad to get anything on this field at the moment. What of it? Trusty mattock, which is perfect for pastures when you have to get through that grass at the top, the thick tufty stuff, get to the stuff underneath. But so far down here I think I found, well, yes, look, just some kind of metal nail, piece of a nail, but not what to call exciting, is it? Okay. Lot of effort for a piece of iron pipe. Look at that iron pipe buried in the top of this pasture. There you go, you do find some things, but now and again you find something rubbish. In fact, mostly you find things that are rubbish. I came without my pinpointer today. I left it in the car, and I had to walk up here into the woods. It's quite a long walk, And I got to the top and I thought, oh no, left it behind. So anyway, we found a piece of iron pipe, which is not that exciting, is it? That's given me an 84 on the meter, so it might be something good. Won't know till we dig it, will we? It's in my hand, yeah, let's have a look. Ah, it's a coin. The first coin. Yep, a coin. This looks like, what does it look like? It's an old George. I've got a feeling it's George II, but Britannia's on the back. It's a bit worn, so it may not hold any fruit, but it's either George the, beg your pardon, it's either George III or George II. Got no way of telling at this moment, but at least it's a coin. It's the first one I found today, so to me that's a bloody good find after all I've been through today. I've been out here about 4 hours and not found anything worthwhile, just junk, bits of ploughshare and stuff like that. But there it is, a George, thank goodness. Well, on the continent the Bronze Age was quite advanced, but here in England it lasted about 2,000 years, and they were still using Stone Age axes, so chances of finding something good from the Bronze Age in England is fairly slim. Another signal here, and somewhere about it. There we go. Looks like a piece of iron or brass or something. Just a fragment. It seems to be possibly brass or copper. Well, I'm going to take it back and scrub it up and see what it turns out. Looks like there's something on it actually, some kind of marking. Okay, on to the next hole. Right, I've got another signal from this hole, which is only a few feet away from the last one. Something here. Let's have a look. Oh, looks like another torn up piece of scrap metal. Yeah, it could be copper or something like that. It seems to have something on the edge. I'm not sure what it is. I'll take it away and scrub it up and have a look at it a bit later. You can see where the tractor's been running up the edge of this field here. Dug it very deep in the mud there. At least 2 or 3 feet, so there might be something in the tractor tracks that has been turned up. Let's see. In fact, a trial. Look at this, sticking out of the tractor tracks. brought up by the action of the tractor going across the field, and it's a button, some kind of little silver button. But I spotted it without using the detector. I just looked down and there it was, sticking out of the tractor ruts. Another hole and another signal. This one's fairly deep, I think. Let's see. Yeah, of course I haven't got my pointer with me, which doesn't help. So it's a case of grabbing a handful of earth and rubbing it over the detector. Well, I've been going about 5 hours in all, getting a little bit tired, and all I seem to have found is some bits of scrap metal and a coin, possibly of George II. But I'm going to carry on. I've got a few more holes to dig, I would think, before I have to pack up. We shall see. Okay, grabbing handfuls of earth here. Nothing in that first one. There's something in here. Covered in mud. Oh, it's a coin. It's a coin. It's a coin. It is a coin of some kind. Oh, it's a coin. It might be Roman. No. It's not Roman. It's a stater, I think. Usually they're gold. This doesn't look like it's made of gold. It's a stater, I believe, and I just clean it up, take it back. It's got a lot of mud on it at the moment. These are from the Iron Age, not from the Bronze Age, so I haven't found anything Bronze Age, but this is oh, my hand's shaking a little bit. Yeah, I think this is an Iron Age stater, but it is not. It's got the pellets on it that you find. I think this is sort of Westrum type stater. Probably from the Du-Routridges, I think. Du-Routridges tribe, the Du-Routridges tribe down in Dorset. How it got here is anybody's guess. There must have been trading in those days. So I'll give that a clean up, and I'll show it to you later if it works. That's pretty good. I've not found any Bronze Age coins, but Bronze Age stuff is very difficult to find, because mostly in the Bronze Age people were still using Stone Age weapons, and there wasn't much coinage, and they just made a few items from bronze and copper. Pretty good, eh? Well guys, here's a simple mistake. You pick up a piece of earth and you put it in front of your head and you get the fantastic signal. You wonder why there's nothing on the piece of earth. Then you roll up your sleeve and what do you see? You see a wristwatch poking out. And this is what's giving you the signal. Yes, it is a stater. Yes, it is a stater, and it's part of the Iron Age coinage that came from the Dorset area think around Maiden Castle possibly. The Dutrages, I think that was the name of the tribe. And if you look on the coin here, you can see what they call pellets and sort of moon shapes, and that was a signature of the types of coins that they used, but mostly they were gold, so I'm unfortunately enough to get one that is made of bronze. So that's it. Thanks very much. Hope you enjoyed watching.